You put your workout clothes on, maybe even your shoes, and you still don't move. You stand there, phone in hand, fixing your playlist, checking one text, maybe filling your water bottle again, and 10 minutes slip by with nothing done. Or your laptop is open for that business idea you swear you're serious about, but now you're checking your inbox, cleaning the desk, and reading one more thing you do not need. Most people call this bad discipline. That sounds neat, but it misses the real problem. A lot of the time, you are not avoiding the task. You are avoiding the feeling that comes with the task. By the end of this video, you'll see why starting feels so hard, and you'll have one simple tool to get moving. If you keep treating this like a planner problem, you will keep blaming yourself while the real cause keeps shaping your choices. Think of your brain like it has a security guard near the front door. His job is simple. He looks for anything that feels like danger, and he tries to stop you before you walk into it, even when that thing could help you a month from now. So when you want to start a workout, he doesn't care that it could help your health, your mood, or your confidence later on. He sees hard effort, sore muscles, and that small sting of facing how out of shape you feel right now. If you want to start a business, he doesn't see freedom or extra money yet. He sees risk. He sees the chance that your idea flops, people ignore it, or you find out you are not as ready as you hoped. That is why procrastination feels so confusing. You picked the goal because you care about it, and yet the second you get close, your mind looks for something easier. Not because you are lazy, but because your brain wants quick relief. You've seen this. You scroll, snack, clean, plan, watch, tweak, sort, or research things that don't need more research. It feels useful at the moment, which is why the trap works so well. You get a quick drop in stress, and your brain goes, good, do that again next time. Then the guilt shows up. Now the workout feels heavier than before. The business task is not just one page or one message anymore, because now it also carries shame, self-talk, and that awful feeling of being behind. So the next day, the guard reacts even faster. This is why stricter schedules don't fix the whole thing. A calendar can help once you start moving, but the real fight starts before the clock matters. It starts the second your brain tags the task as unsafe and begins looking for the exit. In plain words, procrastination is often mood repair. You feel stress, doubt, fear, or pressure, and your brain picks relief now even though you know it will cost you later. Picture the blank page for your business. Your chest feels tight, your face goes flat, and your mind starts offering exits, like maybe tomorrow, maybe after more prep, maybe when you feel more ready. Picture the workout. You think, you're too tired, start Monday, make a better plan first. Every time you step back, your brain learns the same lesson. This task feels bad, so next time your body tenses up sooner and your mind looks for a way out faster. Once you see that, the better question is not how do I force myself? The better question is, what feeling am I trying not to feel? A hard part to admit is this. The stuff you delay most is often the stuff you want most. That sounds backward, but it makes sense once you see what the task means to you. Because a workout can feel tied to your health, and a business can feel tied to your future. Say you want to start that new business. While it stays in your head, it still feels exciting. The second you write the sales page, post the offer, or send the first message, other people can ignore it, reject it, or show you that your first try needs work. The workout hurts differently, but it still feels personal. Once you begin, you have to face your real fitness, your real energy, and what your last few months looked like. One hard set can show you right away how far off track you feel. And that discomfort is enough to keep a lot of people standing still while they act busy around the edges. Then there is judgment. Maybe no one is even in the room, but your mind still acts like someone is watching and keeping score. If you put your idea out there, someone might not care. If you tell people you are getting back in shape, they might see you stop. That fear can freeze you fast, because looking clumsy can feel worse than doing nothing for one more day. Perfection makes this worse. You tell yourself you need the right plan, the right logo, the right offer, the right gym split, the right mood, and all of that sounds smart, until you notice it keeps you still. A messy start feels wrong, so you wait for a clean one that never comes. There is also the weight of identity. If you start, now you are a person who has to keep showing up. Starting the business means you are not just dreaming anymore. Training today means you are back in it, and part of you may push away from that because being the kind of person who follows through can feel heavy when you are already worn out. Not every block comes from big fear, though, and that helps to know. Sometimes the task just feels dull. The first 5 minutes drag. The setup is a pain. The gym is cold. The blank doc looks flat and dead. Your brain sees low reward up front and starts pushing you towards something easier that feels good right now. Watch how fast this happens. The task comes to mind, your body gets tense, and your brain labels it as something to avoid. You reach for something easier, the stress drops for a minute, and that drop teaches the habit. So if you keep calling this laziness, you miss the real fix and keep using shame on a problem that shame cannot solve. You can spot this in small ways all the time. A person who wants to build a business spends 2 hours picking colors and fixing a bio line again, because that feels safer than writing one rough offer. A person who wants to train makes coffee, changes songs, and somehow never gets to the first rep. One more shift helps a lot. You do not need to feel ready before you move. In most cases, the ready feeling shows up after the first bit of action. If you wait until your mind feels calm and certain, you will wait a long time, because that energy usually shows up after you begin. So the answer is not to force your way through the block. The answer is to make the task feel safe enough to begin. You are not trying to become fearless. You are trying to make the first move small enough that your brain stops pushing back. Start by naming the feeling fast and in plain words. Not a full journal page, just one true line. I am avoiding pressure. I am dodging doubt. I do not want to feel awkward. That short sentence matters because it turns a blurry feeling into something you can see. And once you name it, you stop acting like the task is the whole problem. Next, use the 5-second rule the right way. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move before your mind can pile on more excuses. This is not magic. It is a quick way to stop the inner talk that keeps you stuck. Take the workout. You are standing there, half in, half out, already bargaining with yourself. Count down, put your hand on the door, and walk out. Give yourself 5 minutes only. Not the full hour, not the perfect plan. Just 5 minutes of walking, stretching, or the first set. Do the same with the business. You feel the drag, you name it, and then you count down and open the doc. Write one rough line for the offer. Send one message, sketch the first draft. Keep it so small that it almost feels silly, because small starts are what get you past the freeze. A line I like is this: I am not finishing this. I am just starting for 2 minutes. That takes the weight off. Your brain stops hearing a huge demand and hears a short task it can handle. One thing to watch out for: do not turn this into self-bullying. If you count down and then force yourself into a giant push, you teach yourself that action feels awful. Keep the promise light and honest. Let the win be the start. After enough starts like that, your brain learns something new. The feeling can show up, and you can still move. That changes more than any planner trick. Pick one thing you keep putting off today and keep it real small. Name the feeling in one line, count 5, then give it 2 minutes. That could mean one set, one short walk, one rough page, one sales note, or one message you should have sent days ago. That is the win. Not finishing it, not doing it well, just moving while the stress is still there, because that is how you teach yourself that discomfort doesn't make the choice for you. If this makes sense to you, drop the one thing you're starting in the comments. Wait again today, and the delay gets stronger. Start small now, and your brain learns that this task is uncomfortable, but not dangerous.